Hello amigos, I'm back. My name is Morel, and today we're gonna be animating inside Blender. And that actually is a very good thing because Blender exports an AVI video. So when it renders frame by frame, but it actually compiles it together and gives you a video. So that's a really cool benefit about Blender. So now let's get started. We're gonna go to the tab that says animation over here. And as you see, I set up a really simple scene that's gonna be the first person view. We're gonna be holding our swords and we're gonna be running up the stairs and hitting a target that I set up on the other side of the medieval house. I already have something done for you guys so you can see how it will flow, but we will scratch it and restart again. Yeah, that's basically our animation. We can go home now. Kidding. So now we're going to start by deleting all the frames from all the objects I have animated. I'm going to select all the frames over here. Shift, select, hit X, and delete keyframes. So now the camera has no animation. We see the sword has an animation. That's because I preset it for it. So now we're gonna click on the sword and over here, shift, select, we're gonna do X, delete keyframes. Now let's see. Another thing has an animation. So let's get started. If for the camera to follow my sword, I parented the camera to the sword. So what I did is I clicked on the camera and did Control P, and it says Object, and I made a parent. Yep. Go back. I already had that done. And now the sword will go wherever my camera goes. I'm animating the camera essentially because of the first person view. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is select the position that we want the sword to be. So I want it to be a little bit lower so I can grab it with my quote-unquote hands. And now when I do that, I have a full view over here. I see my view and I'm okay with it. I like it. I like how it looks. And we're gonna get this started now. I'm gonna select the camera again and hit I in my keyboard. And we're gonna do the lock rot keyframe. With my camera selected, I'm gonna hit I on my keyboard and do the lock rot and hit lock rot. That I have started my keyframe. Now I'm gonna start moving my camera. So I'm gonna go to 69 and I'm gonna hit G and X to move forward. I'm gonna stop it there. I'm gonna hit I again. I'm going to lock rot again. And let's see how that looks like. And after that, I'm gonna go some other frames. And I'm gonna go up the stairs. So I'm gonna do a rotation. Look up. And going up. And I can adjust so I'm not hitting my sword into the thing. I'm gonna hit I again, lock rot. Now my as you'll you guys can see, the sword is going through the handle or the bar over here. So to fix that, we're gonna go here, which is my last keyframe, and I'm gonna scoot it so it doesn't hit it before, and I'm gonna hit again lock rod, and then we're gonna play back the whole animation again, and you see now it's not hitting it, and that's a really good thing. That's an AC fix. So we're gonna continue, and we're gonna go up again. Lock rod. Now let's play the animation. Hit hidden keyframes, and I'm gonna rotate this so I can see to the other side. But I see I'm not exactly where I want to be in my camera thing. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go forward again. There we go. And adjust until I get a whole view. And then I do lock rod. It's a fast transition, fast shift. He's running, so we want him to get there as fast as he can. Now we're gonna bring my camera a little higher so we can see the target. This like dramatic scene goes in. We're gonna go dramatic scene, the pause before hitting the arrow, and then we're gonna just make our camera go as closest to the bar as it can get without disappearing my sword. Then That's a really important thing. When I hit I down here, it gives me different options, and it says all channels, only selected channels, and active group. But if I don't want that, what I want is I hit I over here in my viewport, and I hit I, and I have all these options, all the options that I have that are lock scale, rod scale, lock rod, scaling, rotation, and location. So lock rod is basically the location and the rotation. If I wanted it to scale, I would do lock scale. So if I wanted my sword to shrink, I would do lock scale. If I wanted my sword to be humongous, I would do lock scale. But right now we're doing just location and rotation. So we're doing lock rod. That's why. So we see it and we get there. So this would be where. So now it's time to animate our sword. I'm gonna go and start my animations from over about here. I'm gonna start, here when it interlaces my wooden bars. I'm gonna be moving my sword now. So as soon as it hits there, I want my sword to come a little closer to me. Oh, before that, I'm gonna go to 0 and hit I, lock rod. If not, it's gonna mess up all the things I've already done. I'm gonna go to 140, which is the location I wanted. Make it a little closer and actually add a rotation the sword and do here, block rock, and then like in the middle of all this, move my sword. Doesn't hit the handles. I'm actually gonna make a profile the target. Like that. Eye again. Block rod. Still hitting over here. Gonna move it. Eye. Block rod. Keep my rotation going. I have that. I have like a point. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna do that. I'm running. Get to here. And then make my frames a little longer, because this little thing over here controls my frames and how long my animation will go. Right now it was set to 250 frames, but I want something more than that, so we're gonna do 100 just to have some space to work. It doesn't have to be for 100. A little less than 400. Okay, over here. I have block rock. So yeah, that would be the end of our animating in Blender. But I'm gonna show you a different way of animating too. After animating like that, that's simple and very smooth. But I want my camera to be and seem like it's like a person. So after that, we're gonna go to our camera and keep tweaking our animation. So in the middle of the basic animations, that's my basic action. In the middle of the basic animation, we're gonna come over here, and that's something a human would do, go back and forth. So what we're gonna do is add that type of movement to the whole animation. and so on and so forth. You would add more and more detail to each and every frame. The more detail each frame has, the better the animation will be. So now, to finish up the tutorial, I just wanted to do a simple and so now to finish up the tutorial, I just wanted to show you another way of animated. Not the most advisable way of animating, but there's another way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here again and delete this frames. Put our sword. Delete our frames again. Delete that keyframe again. Finally, we're gonna delete that keyframe again. All of those keyframes. Now I'm gonna show you how to animate on the spot. So my sword is still parented. That's how it's gonna look. Move it over here. And then if I want to animate on the spot, I do auto keying. So every time I move my sword, it's gonna add a keyframe to where I'm at. So I'm over here, and it adds it. And then if I go to 50, let's say, I go in front again, and it adds a keyframe. If I do my rotation, and I go up again, it added keyframe. It's gonna take into account all of the things I added. And now let's see, let's continue. I keep going up, bringing up, and forward. Got the keyframe to where I wanted it to be. And if I want to go over here, and let's add the rotation. That's how you do autoplay rotation, auto generate rotation. And it's quite simple, yet at the same time it's a little dangerous, because if I'm over here and then I come back and I just wanted to make a little tweak on where my camera is, I don't know if my auto generate is on or it's not on. So every time I make a little tweak, it's gonna make something different. So it's not advisable to do auto generate, but you could. No one's saying no. Hopefully you liked this video and learned a little bit from it. Try it yourself, make some cool animations, and we'll be back here doing more medieval stuff because we like that.